Welcome back, students. We continue with our Unit 4. I, Dr. Ghazala Boje from Department of Sociology, GMO Women's College. We will move further with our Unit 4, Media Effects on Socio-Cultural Life. In this video, we will be speaking about diffusion of innovation and development, social distribution of knowledge, and social learning. When we speak about diffusion theory, the most account of diffusion theory traces their roots to sociologist Gabriel Craig's work. Diffusion of innovation is a theory popularized by American communication theorist and sociologist Everett Roger in 1962. Diffusion is defined as a process through which an innovation is conveyed to the member of a social system over time through certain routes. Now, the diffusion of innovation theory describes a pattern and speeds at which new ideas, practices, or products spreads through a population. The main or the key player in the theory of innovation diffusion are innovators, early adopters, early majority, late majority, laggards. Who are the innovators? Those who are willing to take risk and are the first to try new ideas. Who are the early adopters? Those who are interested in experimenting with new technologies and providing their utility in society. Early majority, those people or those who as member of general population paved the way for the use of an innovation in mainstream society. Late majority, a subset of the general population that follows the early majority in adopting the innovation as part of their daily lives. The laggards, the word itself says lagging behind, individuals who lag behind the general population in the adoption of innovative products and new ideas. Rogers' methods separate the diffusion process into two sub-processes, that is innovation development and innovation decision. Innovation development is the creation of an innovation. Innovation decision, the decision to accept an innovation or decision to adopt the innovation. The main in marketing, this diffusion of innovation theory is often applied to help understand and promote the adoption of new products. Each sub-process is made of several phases, like recognizing a problem, exploring various solutions during the research phase, tailoring solution to suit the needs of the intended adopters in the development stage, planning of final packing, marketing, distribution strategies in the commercialization stage, release of the innovation to the public in the diffusion stage, and observing the consequences of innovation. It could be direct, indirect, anticipated, unanticipated, desired, or undesired. This application of theory usually focuses on identifying and recruiting influential early adopters to help accelerate consumers' acceptance. We have to note that the initial targets are innovators with weaker ties to the group and a more cosmopolite orientation. They in turn help to spread the innovation to forward-thinking early adopters who are open to experimenting with new advancement, who are then followed by early majority, late majority, and finally the laggards. While early research concentrate on individual adoption, the growth of corporate communication in recent decades has led to more work on group decision making. Roger has advocated for more attention to early development phase, which is innovators and risk takers. Decision making process of innovation. The innovation decision making process is divided into five basic stages: knowledge, persuasion, decision, implementation, and last confirmation. The decision-making process for innovation begins with familiarity, similarity with innovation, and continues until the stage of attitude development or confirmation related to innovation is reached. Now, knowledge. It is gaining information of the innovation. Persuasion. Shaping the attitude based on the knowledge gained. During the persuasion stage, we have to know that an individual usually wants to know the answer to questions like what are the consequences of innovation, what will be the benefit, what are the drawbacks, and so on. Decision: making the decision to adopt or reject the innovation. Adoption is a decision to fully utilize an innovation as the best available course of action. Implementation: putting the innovation in practice. Prior to this stage of implementation, the process has been entirely mental, a process of thinking. A certain degree of uncertainty still exists about the innovation during implementation. Confirmation: seeking acceptance and support for the decision made. If exposed to conflict messages about innovation, the individual may go back over his decision of the innovation or may reject the innovation. What are the main characteristics of innovation? Making the decisions to adopt or reject the innovation. Adoption is a decision to fully utilize an innovation as the best available course of action. Rejection is a decision not to adopt to an action or innovation. So, what are the main characteristics henceforth because of this adoption and rejection? One is compatibility. The degree to which an innovation is perceived as being consistent with the existing value, past experience, and needs of potential adopter is referred to as compatibility. Compatibility enables the individual to give meaning to innovation, allowing it to be perceived, visualized as familiar. Complexity: the degree to which an innovation is perceived or visualized uh, with the risk taken factor as being relatively difficult to understand and apply is termed as complexity. The complexity of an innovation is inversely proportional to its rate of adoption. Trial ability: it is the extent to which an innovation can be tested on a small basis. In this, usually personal testing is determined and how it works under one's own condition is looked upon. This trial is intended to dispel any doubt about the new concept. The observability: it is the extent to which the outcome of innovation are recognized to others or recognizable to others. Some ideas produce results that are easily observed and communicated, whereas simultaneously other products results that are difficult to observe or describe to others. The rate of adoption of an innovation is directly related to its observability as seen and observed by the member of a social system. Relative advantage: it is the degree to which an innovation is thought to be superior to the idea it's going to replace. Economic profitability, social prestige, or other benefits are frequently used to express the degree of relative advantage. Now let us focus on new ideas to media, the movement from new ideas to media. Now, research on media diffusion has shown that media plays an important role in social change processes. New ideas can also lead to wider social system breakthroughs. Political campaign studies have been particularly influential. We can see the impact of print, the broadcast media on presidential election. This is a very good example. Development theory provided an initial boost to research on media diffusion, especially in the third world country. It proved that a strong national communication system is directly related to modernization. More recent work has shifted focus to bottom up uses of mobile communication in revolutionary movements, especially in Middle East and everywhere. We have to notice the rise of digital media since the 1980s has resulted in a greater focus on the spread of media technologies. Media diffusion research has also traditionally focused on the use of media to spread ideas and innovations. Rogers' attempt to highlight this aspect of diffusion. He observes that the digital divide is an example of poor diffusion management. Digital media as interactive technology has necessitated numerous changes to traditional diffusion theory. But the existence of digital divide between the literate and the illiterate is still there, and we need to focus and address on it. Marcus observes that the successful diffusion of interactive media is dependent on development of a critical mass of users who rely on each other rather than a central content provider. We What happens when we are talking about innovation, spreading of ideas? Here we go ahead with adopting new technologies. Fields like science and technology have developed three approaches in analyzing cultural diffusion of new technologies: system theory, social construction of technology approaches, actor network theory. When we speak about system theory, here we are speaking about researchers, the link between large social, economic, and regulatory system that influences technological advancement and usage. When we move ahead to social construction of technology approaches, here we focus on interpretative flexibility of contemporary innovation and their competing applications by different social groups. And the last, when we speak about actor network theory, here this is trying to speak about both, or trying to attend to both human and non-human agent. It recognizes the competing application and also the distinctive features that restrict the interpretative flexibility of the technology. Diffusion of innovation and social media, which is a very important tool in today's postmodern world. In the past decade, internet-based applications have grown popularly with millions of users. Social media being the final phase in the internet review processes can be regarded as significant innovation. It is feasible to link the diffusion and extensive use of social media to innovative decision-making process. The internet and social media are popularly used worldwide. There are many factors related to this. The first being complexity. The user friendly interface and insignificance of having any complex technological skills makes it an easily accessible medium. Triability or ability and willingness to try something out is also very high, as people are excited to experiment with new innovation in this medium. Observability, the important characteristic in the present use of social media. It is visible that social media is influencing each and every individual in their everyday life, and we are noticing that the screen time a person shares or spends on a cell phone or on social media is increasing day by day. Relative advantages can be seen as economic profitability, social prestige, which are the key factors of persuasion. Open and unrestricted access to social media platform offers a cost-effective benefit in terms of communication and interaction. People are almost more linked to one another than ever before. It is possible to state that being active on social media, being followed and liked by a large number of people can even boost a person's confidence. It can play vice versa too. Facebook is a modern example of this approach. It began as a product aimed at educational institutions, students and professionals. Students' use of social network site has expanded to general public and beyond. Limitation of diffusion of innovation theory. There are several limitations. Let us highlight few. It has not developed to exclusively apply to adoption of new behavior or health innovation. It does not take the participatory approach to adoption of a public health program. It does not take into consideration an individual resource or social support to adopt the new behavior or innovation. As we earlier also spoke, digital divide is the biggest hurdle where we can even see the progress, the innovation, the spread of messages being a hierarchical thing between rich and poor country, the third world country. Nevertheless, this theory has seen successful application in the fields of communication, agriculture, public health, criminal justice, social work, and marketing. In public health, this theory is used to accelerate the adoption of important public health programs, which results from understanding the target population and the varied factors impacting their rate of adoption. Let us come to the gist of it. For the first time in media history, social media has provided users the option of choosing their relationship model with the media. Consumers can choose to be content audience alone. It is apparent that social media has empowered the users, their opportunities to play multiple roles in his or her relationship with the media. It is also regarded that the strong focus on the person might be seen as another significant aspect of his popularity. People benefit from social media because it gives them the opportunity to express themselves in a democratic and open environment. Every social media user becomes an actor and has their own audiences. Other significant components for its successful transmission includes easy access to information and opportunities for social connection provided by social media. Definitely, I think all of the students are able to connect themselves with this theory of diffusion of innovation, as we all are into the trend of a lot of social media usage, the impact of social media usage on our daily life and the innovations which is happening. We could be saying day to day, and pandemic has contributed a lot to the media diffusion and innovation. Thank you all students. I see you in the other sub part of unit 4. Thank you. Take